Hi friends, did you think we were done with Hobby Lobby clearance? We're not! Just stick around and I will tell you how to get the last deals of the clearance season. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that I usually put out videos several times a week. Click the like, and we're so close to 7,000. So it might happen this week. I'm not sure. The other thing that I have been working on, I really wanted to show you before I show you the clearance. I have been making a mosaic lapgan, like throw blanket for my mother. She recently redecorated her living room and asked me to make her a lapgan for her couch to display on her couch. And I think I've got 2 more rows left to go. Can you believe it? Can you believe that I made this? This is called, is it the Alhambra Blanket? If you want to look it up on Ravelry. I think the pattern was only $2 or $3. And it's in this beautiful yarn called Yarn ID from Hobby Lobby. So beautiful. I can't believe it, and I'm really proud of myself. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that today. But obviously it was a huge undertaking because it's a whole blanket and I'm not used to making something so big. But I wanted to show you guys because, you know, that's what I'm working on. It's made out of Yarn B, Yarn ID. The colors I think are Brick Red, which is the orange, Oats, which is the cream, and then the brown I think is Cafe au Latte. It's the only brown in their collection. But I would highly recommend this yarn. It is super soft and squishy, and the colors are very, very elevated, like modern neutrals. So whatever you make out of it is gonna look just in your home. Beautiful. Okay, so Hobby Lobby and their clearance sale. Everybody loves the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. It is the big one. I know I already made 3 videos about it, but I went back. Now, why did I go back? To check to see if they had any more clearance, yes. But what always happens inevitably is they don't sell all of the clearance, or they miss marking clearance during their first go around. And after Hobby Lobby just did this big reset with their yarn and they moved it over a couple of aisles, they came up with several different colors of yarns that they had forgotten to mark down in the clearance, and it showed up in their clearance section next to the yarn. So I wanted to encourage you that after the sale is over to make sure to go back and look in the coming weeks and just check and see to make sure you haven't missed anything. I got this clearance 2.5 weeks ago. So that's where my mind's at right now. So sorry I didn't share it earlier. I'm not sure that there'll still be clearance left in the store, but next year, just so you know, you should continue to check. The first thing that I found, I was shocked about, but they had 2 of the Sugar Wheel cotton solids in black left. So I'm assuming that they either forgot to mark them down or they weren't sold and they were put into the clearance section. So they were $1.87 a piece. Sugar Wheel cotton is a very soft cotton. You can make wearables out of it. And black is obviously a color that everyone likes. It's in the color Ink Jet. 335 yards, 100% cotton. So that was a really good deal, $1.87 for each of those. Next is a yarn that I've used before as tassels on another project. So I thought I'd pick it up because I really liked it as tassels on a project because the yarn is very smooth and thin. Or I could use it as a trim for something. It's the Stitch 101 50/50 in ivory. Now this is 50% acetate, 50% modal, and it's 180 yards using a 5.5 crochet hook and a 5mm knitting needle for $1.50 each. They had 3 left of those. So see what I'm saying is that sometimes they'll forget to mark one color down. They've got so much to mark down, and that was apparent here to me. Or they just didn't sell it and they put it on clearance. So $1.49 each for those is a great deal, and it's so soft. If you have not tried the Stitch 101 50/50, I would definitely recommend it. Like, this would make a great shirt if you had enough of it. It's very soft. This was a one-off, but I have a bunch of bamboo yarn in similar colors, like purples and blues, and I'm gonna use it someday. So I figured I'd pick this one up to go along with it. It is $1.37, Yarn Bee Bambootiful. They had one more left. Sea green is the color. And it is 50% cotton, 50% viscose from bamboo. 257 yards. It's interesting because it is pretty much the same size as the Stitch 101 as far as thickness, maybe even a little smaller. A little smaller, but pretty much the same. And they're asking for a 4mm hook. So I found that a little interesting, but the color is super pretty. It's like a robin's egg blue or a sea green. I think it's picking it up well on camera, so I'm excited to use that. This was my wild card of all of them. They had 4 of these. And this is Fresh Haven in pink, and this is 100% lyocell, which I believe is a natural fiber, similar to bamboo. And it is so soft. And I thought if I made like a baby dress or something, I could use the cream with it. So pretty. It is 180 yards, and they recommend a 5 knitting needle, 5.5 crochet hook. Look at that color, beautiful. Look at it with the, look. And then even with this. That's pretty. So these were $1.24 each. I've never used the Fresh Haven before, have I? I don't think so. Or did I use the Fresh Haven as the trim and the Stitch 101 50/50 is what I've never used before? Now I can't remember, but they both feel very similar. Stitch 101 50/50 is softest. And then these are the bamboo and the Fresh Haven are pretty similar in feel. So I thought with 4 of them, I could make a top, or if I mix them all together, I could make a blanket. So it'd be really lightweight and pretty and luxurious. So I thought that that was a really good deal. My final find, well, there was more there, everyone. They had a lot of the XL chunky cotton left and a few other blanket yarns. There was more there than I picked up, but definitely just go back and keep looking in the future. This was my most exciting find, and it is Alpaca Twist in the color. So it says it's in the color linen, and these were $1.24 each. So they had 2 of these, and they were $1.24 each, as I mentioned, 175 yards, 90% acrylic, 10% alpaca. But when I was at the store last week, let me just cut this in. So when I was at the store for the original sale, I was able to pick up 6 of these, and these are $1.24 of the same yarn in the color pecan. Now, I was thinking that maybe these were the same color, and obviously now that I'm putting them next to each other, they are not. So I have 6 of these and 2 of these. But I was worried that 6 of these, because it's only 175 yards, might not be enough for a sweater. But the colors match really nicely. This is the linen and this is the pecan. So I figured it would still look really pretty as a, like that could be the trim on the sweater or something. Or the collar and the cuffs. that would be really pretty. So that was my favorite thing that I found because I was worried I wouldn't have enough of this to make the sweater. And now I absolutely will with the 2 extra colors. I thought that they were the same, but I can make that work. What do you think? Which one was your favorite? Mine, as I mentioned, is the alpaca twist because I can use it with the other alpaca twist that I got. But as far as like finding the sugar wheel cotton in black, I thought that was an amazing find. And then these are so soft and beautiful. I can't wait to use them in a project. Especially like if I could make a top out of this. Pink usually isn't my color, so maybe it'll be a baby dress or a baby blanket, but it is so soft and it would feel really nice to wear that in the summer. So that's definitely something I'll be keeping in mind. And then the black sugar wheel cotton I actually thought would go really well with this other one that I got. There was just a yarn avalanche in my yarn closet. So I also, during the sale for $1.74, got cappuccino foam. And it has black in there, so I thought that if I need to make the cappuccino foam color go further, I'll have some extra black. So I was excited about that. Well, everyone, that is my big tip. Make sure that you're going back, checking the clearance section. I know that's always my big tip. Always check the clearance section. But without a doubt, they usually forget at least 2 or 3 yarns in the sale. And then when they're going back through to organize and put out new yarns, they will mark those down and put them on clearance. So that is my tip. Always go back and look, see what they forgot, go back and get it on clearance, on the clearance rack. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. Sorry it took me so long to get it out to you, but I'm back. I'm getting back into the swing of things and I'm happy that you're here. I will talk to you next time and bye guys.